The alarm goes off. You slept for 7, maybe even 8 hours, but that feeling when you first open your eyes, it's just heavy. You feel like you've been hit by a truck. You hit snooze, thinking just 10 more minutes, knowing deep down it won't help. What are you doing wrong? You've been playing by the rules. You've been told your whole life that 8 hours is the magic number. But what if that rule is the very reason you're losing the game? If you've tried everything and still feel drained, you're not broken. You've just been given the wrong instruction manual for your own body. I realized this when I went deep into Matthew Walker's groundbreaking book, Why We Sleep. And the book makes one thing terrifyingly clear. The stakes aren't just about feeling tired. Waking up exhausted is a warning sign that your brain is failing to file memories, control your emotions, and learn new skills. Here's the secret it revealed. Your energy isn't about the hours you sleep. It's determined by a hidden battle between two forces in your body, your internal 24-hour clock and a chemical called sleep pressure. When they're out of sync, you get exhaustion. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get them working together so you can finally fix your sleep forever.
So, if chasing a specific number of hours isn't the answer, what is? The book reveals that the real reason you're tired is that your body has two powerful, natural energy systems. And for most of us, they are in a constant, invisible tug-of-war. Winning isn't about getting one to overpower the other. It's about getting them to finally let go of the rope and work together. The first force is your internal 24-hour clock. You can think of it like a conductor inside your brain that sends out a steady, repeating wave of alertness. This clock doesn't really care if you slept or not. It just marches on, creating a predictable rhythm that makes you feel awake during the day and tired at night. But while that clock is ticking, a second force is quietly building. From the moment you wake up, a chemical called adenosine starts to build up in your brain. Think of it as sleep pressure. The longer you're awake, the more this pressure builds.
On a perfect day, these two systems work in beautiful harmony. In the morning, your sleep pressure is at 0, and your internal clock's alerting signal is rising high. You feel sharp and ready to go. By the evening, your clock's alerting signal starts to fade, right as your sleep pressure hits its absolute peak. This creates a giant gap between the two signals, making the call to sleep irresistible. Then, sleep acts like a release valve. All night long, it drains the adenosine out of your system, resetting that pressure back to 0. You wake up feeling fantastic, ready for the cycle to begin again. This is your body's natural, perfect system for energy. So, what goes wrong? Why do so many of us feel so awful? We interfere. We throw a wrench into this delicate, natural machine. And that leads us to the first pillar of our problem, how we sabotage this beautiful system without even realizing it. So, how do we sabotage this brilliant system? The first and most common way is with a drug, the most widely used stimulant on the entire planet: caffeine. Caffeine works by hijacking your brain. It latches on to the very same receptors that sense sleep pressure. It's like your brain is trying to tell you it's tired, but caffeine has its fingers stuck in its ears, humming loudly. Even though that sleep pressure is still building up, your brain can't hear the signal. You feel alert, but it's a trick. And here's the kicker. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 7 hours. That coffee you had with dinner at 7:30 p.m.? By 1:30 in the morning, half of it could still be circulating in your brain, fighting against your natural drive to sleep. But there's another, more personal reason your energy might be off. Are you a morning lark or a night owl? This isn't just a preference, it's your chronotype, and it's wired into your DNA. The problem? Our entire 9-to-5 society is built for morning larks. If you're a night owl forced to live a lark's life, you're in a constant state of jet lag. So step 1 is aligning with these natural rhythms. But getting that alignment right is only the first part of the battle. Because once you do fall asleep, your brain begins a truly bizarre and critical journey. Sleep isn't just one state of being. It's a recurring battle between two different types of sleep:
deep non-rapid eye movement sleep, or NREM, and rapid eye movement sleep, or REM. This battle is won and lost every 90 minutes, all night long. When you first fall asleep, you enter the deep, restorative NREM sleep. Think of this as your brain's nightly file transfer. All the new things you learned today are stored in the short-term memory of your brain. Deep sleep takes those files and moves them to the brain's long-term hard drive. This clears it out, leaving it fresh and empty, ready to learn new things the next day. Then, after a period of that deep sleep, your brain bursts into REM sleep. This is the dreaming state. Your brain activity looks almost identical to when you're wide awake. But just before you enter this state, your brain paralyzes your body, so you can dream safely without acting anything out. Now, this is the part that changes everything. The ratio of these two sleep types is not the same all night long. The first half of the night is dominated by that deep, file-transferring NREM sleep. The second half of the night, especially the late morning hours, is when you get almost all of your REM sleep. This is a critical and often overlooked danger. If you stay up until 2 a.m., you lose a massive chunk of that deep NREM sleep. If you go to bed at midnight but have to wake up at 6 a.m., you're not just losing 25% of your sleep. You might be losing 60 to 90% of all your REM sleep. You cannot burn the candle at one end without serious consequences. Shortchanging either of these stages doesn't just make you feel foggy. It robs you of some genuine superpowers that your brain can only unlock with a full, complete night of sleep. Let's start with superpower number 1. Sleep makes you smarter. In one study, scientists took 2 groups of people. One group took a 90-minute nap, while the others stayed awake. Afterwards, the group that napped had a 20% learning advantage over the other group. The nap literally cleared out their short-term memory, refreshing their capacity for new knowledge. Superpower number 2, sleep makes you faster and more skilled. A pianist told a scientist he'd go to bed frustrated, making the same mistake over and over, but the next morning, he could just play the piece perfectly. It turns out your brain continues to practice skills while you sleep. This is why athletes like NBA player Andre Iguodala saw his points per minute shoot up by 29% when he started sleeping more. He didn't change his workout, he just unlocked his brain's overnight skill coach. And finally, the most magical superpower of all, sleep makes you more creative. For years, the chemist Dmitry Mendeleev struggled to figure out how to organize the elements. Then, in a dream, he saw a table where they all fell perfectly into place. He woke up and wrote down the periodic table. Sleep, specifically dream sleep, is designed to collide your new memories with your entire back catalog of life experience, finding connections you could never see when you're awake. Sleep isn't a passive state of rest. It is the most intelligent health and wellness system you could ever imagine. The only thing you have to do is get out of its way. So let's bring this all together. We started this journey stuck in the frustrating cycle of chasing a number, 8 hours, and still waking up feeling exhausted. Instead of blaming yourself, you now understand the real reason. It's not about the hours. It's about the beautiful, natural alignment of your 24-hour clock and your sleep pressure. It's about protecting the deep, memory-filing sleep in the first half of the night and the creative, emotional reset sleep in the second half. Imagine what it feels like to stop fighting your body and start working with it. To wake up feeling clear, not cloudy. That's not a fantasy. It's what your body is naturally designed to do. Now, I know this can feel like a lot of information, so let's start with one tiny, ridiculously easy first step. This is all you have to do tonight. Set an alarm on your phone for 30 minutes before you want to be in bed. Don't call it bedtime, call it wind down time. When that alarm goes off, your only job is to do one thing: put your phone away. That's it. The goal isn't to fall asleep instantly. The goal is to cast a vote for the person you want to become tomorrow. You are simply signaling to your brain that the frantic rush of the day is over and the nightly magic is about to begin.
If this video helped you see your sleep in a new light, Do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for more videos that break down the science of living better. And I have a question for you. Are you a morning lark or a night owl? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and sleep well.